then it's just a lot of things in this game are completely overpowered and stuff like that. But it's all good though, man. Like we said, we figure it out. I'm enjoying the game. I like it. I try to play it whenever I can. And I just try to play the game in a way that I enjoy playing it. And then if I'm not enjoying it, I just get off, man. But I'm trying to stream. Like right there, that should have been a steal, but it's not.
Hey guys, it's LJ. Make sure you like the video and subscribe for more great content from my daddy.
Good morning out there, 2K land, man. Check this out, man. Look, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. I have been sick as a dog. We had we had like a pre-Christmas breakfast Christmas party the other day. Man, when I'm telling y'all that I was so sick yesterday, I think I must have got food poisoning or something from something, or it could have been the fact that, and this is probably what it is. I seriously doubt it was food poisoning. It was just the fact that I'm lactose intolerant, and bro, y'all know how we make them grits, man. They make them grits with heavy cream and heavy cream and milk and like whole milk and stuff like that. Then I made hot chocolate with the whole milk and all. Man, bro, I was down all day yesterday, boy. It was bad, man. And I wanted to stream, but I'm gonna stream a lot this week, man. I'll be off pretty much all week this week, man. So we're gonna be getting some streaming in, man. But hey, that ain't the point, man. What we want to do, man, is just talk about 2K and some of the stuff about like next makers, getting the logo, all that good stuff, man. We're gonna talk about everything in 1 second. But before we get started, make sure y'all like this video and comment y'all thoughts down below. Y'all already know we're trying to go with this thing. And if nobody told y'all this today, y'all my brothers, my sisters, my family, love each and every last one of y'all, man. Hey, before we do this, man, do me a favor. Slide by the site, get your tees in a breeze when you're rocking with Breeze Tees. Christmas stuff is over with, but still got plenty of stuff in there for y'all, man. We got the One Piece inspired stuff. We got the Chill Guy inspired stuff. Got some Colorado inspired gear, all this type of stuff. Deadpool, all, everything, man. Check the site out. Link is down in the description. It's gonna be the first link in the description where it says get you some merch. We are going to be putting a lot more joints up there. Let me see if I can find my I can't find my Venom Symbiote joint, man. We're gonna be putting a lot more joints up there, man. So make sure y'all check that out. Get your tees in the breeze when you're rocking with Breeze Tees. And then also, last but not least, and like I said, I'm gonna move this back to the front page here. You can upload a picture to us and we'll make your own custom shirt, man. So like, just like whatever it was, like it could be anything, man. You put it in there, boom, zoom out, and then size that thing up, man. And then once you do that, it will submit it to us, and we will we'll print that out for you and we'll send it to you, man. And we're gonna drop that price. That price will be $14.99 by the time y'all see it today, man. So get your tees in the breeze when you're rocking with Breeze Tees, man. On to the main stuff, man. Hey, man, it's, like I said, man, it'll be starting with these tweets. My boy Rich Sosa. This is something that is very important if you are a new content creator, and that's why I'm about to try to get on board. And I got some different content coming out too on another channel, but we'll talk about that later, man. I'm gonna leave a link for that down in the description too, man. I think y'all will be rocking with it, man. But it say, hey, to all my fellow 2K content creators, it might not seem like it right now, but I promise you, if you work hard through the holiday season, your grind will pay off. Stay tuned, stay true to yourself, no matter your view count, or the number of people supporting you. If you have a vision you believe in, stand firm on that. Remember, your biggest asset is yourself, but your biggest enemy can also be yourself. That's what I be saying, man. I'm my own worst enemy sometimes, because I overthink things. But look, can also be yourself. If you can control and overcome that, there's nothing that you can't accomplish. And then, in Jesus Christ's name, keep going and never lose faith, man. Like I said, man, we know that that's true because a lot of the biggest content creators, that's when they came up. Like I said, man, I'm working on a lock shirt, like a super lock Superman. It's like a super lock shirt, man. We bringing back Lockdown University, man, because it's so hard to play defense on this game. The only way to get better at it is to just do it or what have you. Because like we said, look at that right there. Those back cuts, if you would have tried to, like, it's so hard, but I'm gonna show y'all the secrets and stuff like this, because these back cuts are crazy. But the only reason the back cut crazy is because he could have dexed out of there and been back in the corner or something like that, and I have no chance. But I'm gonna show y'all how to do all this stuff, man. Lockdown University is coming back with and we're gonna have a new shirt that's gonna be like the lock symbol mixed with the Superman. I'm trying to get that worked on for me right now, but we're gonna see how that goes, man. Up next, my boy All City Big Heck, man. He says, hey, man, so King first says 2K being considered more realistic is why it smoked all of its competitors. No one ever had an issue with playing regular basketball in 2K until content creators made the glitchy style of dribbling their standard. From day one, 2K never changed. The way people played it did. And I agree with that, man. I always would tell y'all that the community did this, not 2K, not us, because the way that the devs and those guys play the game, we a lot of times say, why didn't they catch this? Why didn't they catch that? Because they're not trying to cheese. The community, the only thing the community is trying, it's just like with Call of Duty with the Omni movement and stuff. Bro, ain't nobody trying to play that game straight up. Everybody's trying to cheese because the biggest issue is that everybody's a content creator. And so All City Big Heck says, yeah, people got attached to the mechanics that were not meant to be used, how they were used. Exactly. Not sure how they can go back, since the game was not intended to be played like that in most instances. Exactly. And it says, not saying that it's wrong for people to be not saying that it's wrong for people to be wanting something different, just saying that what the reality is that the stuff people liked might not have been intended. And that's absolutely correct. There's a lot of things that happen in the game, and there's just unintended consequences of something that nobody, because like, it's just like when people were shooting over those and stuff like that, bro, nobody should be trying to shoot over those. You should never try it. So like a good player is never gonna do it, right? But then a bad player would do it, and then they see it, and then I see it, and yeah, you doggone right, I'm gonna shoot over those. Like, that's what I'm going to do. And so like it could be mechanics that a decent player could kind of take advantage of, but then a good player can completely abuse. And so like, it's stuff with like left stick dribbling, all that good stuff, man. Like, all that stuff is what people see and do. And then, like we said, it's the glitchy style, the stuff that people just can't. People are so competitive in this game, or they want to be comp so bad that what they're going to do is what works every single time. So instead of saying I'm going to use a series of moves that get me open, they just want to use the one move that gets you open. I remember when I was playing 2K19, and bro, I think I was playing against some dude. He was a creator. Bro, don't you know this dude sat there and used screen until he got his take, and now he want to ISO. And I was just like, bro, that's like the most punk made type thing ever. Like, you want to do that, and then but the only part of your video you're gonna try to put up is when you had your take and you ISO on with, like, get out of here, man. But like I said, this is the community. This is what we want to do. This is what we want to be glitchy. We don't want to play straight up. We don't want to play team ball. We don't want to play team defense. We don't want to do any of that. We want to spam lanes and get steals and just do the stuff that makes us feel like we're better than the next person. But when actually, in actuality, anybody could do it. And then it's just a lot of things in this game are completely overpowered and stuff like that. But it's all good though, man. Like we said, we figure it out. I'm enjoying the game. I like it. I try to play it whenever I can. And I just try to play the game in a way that I enjoy playing it. And then if I'm not enjoying it, I just get off, man. But I'm trying to try to stream, like right there, that should have been a steal, but it's not. But I'm trying to try to stream more, so I'm just gonna have to fight through it and stuff, man. So that means I need you guys to show up and show out. I'm gonna be needing the team. Y'all let me know what y'all want to play, man. Y'all want to play rec, or do y'all want to play park? Y'all want to come in here and play some of the theater games? I don't care, man. I got DS mode. He's supposed to be running with me, and so we're gonna see how that works, man. But I just need some people to run with, because I don't have anybody to play with, and that's one of the reasons why I'm not playing as much. But if I got you guys to now think about it, I got a whole community to play with. So if it's available, I know y'all guys gonna show up for me, man. So I appreciate y'all coming through, showing some love. Last but not least, man, we got that boy Evan, man. He just says 100% we are always asked what we look for when we're working with content creators and community members. And yesterday felt like a good time to sit and talk about it, along with another wave of OG logo recipients. Clipped the full thing. Here is, here's whatever, man. But look though, pretty much, let's go ahead and talk to him, Evan. If it works, I hate Twitter videos, man. Why Twitter?
Because we have some more time this week. We don't have a gauntlet to get to, and more time to talk about it. But there's been a misconception going around that I see people say you can't get a logo unless you only say good things about the game. And that's not how it works. Now, I would love if everybody loved everything about 2K, right? And that's not the reality. We all know that. A logo does not mean someone is 100% positive. And if you look at the people who had logos this year, whether the people who got it at the beginning of the year, the people who get it from the gauntlet, the people that Stacks just mentioned, they're not always positive. Many of them, they share their feedback with us and their criticisms about the game, whether it's privately or sometimes publicly, either one. But what we do care about is that the people that we are engaging with are professionals and people that we can work with. Since feedback is what many people focus on, for that, professional means you're conveying your feedback constructively with the goal of making the game better, rather than doing it with the intention of trying to bring down the game or the people around you, or bring the people in the community down into negativity. That also means being respectful. You can't be professional if you're not. That means understanding that not everybody's going to agree with you, right? A fellow creator might not think the same thing about the game that you do, and that should be respected, right? We can't be going at each other about things just because we don't agree with each other about the game. And beyond that, even more broadly, even if it might look like everybody agrees with you when you're reading comments and posts on social channels or watching videos and whatnot, you have to always think about how we have a huge community. And most NBA 2K players are not online, looking at our Discord, looking at Twitter or X, looking at Reddit. And those bubbles around the community never contain all of the players, and each one thinks about things very differently. So if you only look at one, or if you only look at one place all the time, you might think everybody agrees with you on one thing, when that's not always the case. Last thing is, on top of that, it goes without saying that you have to be respectful towards the dev team and of course our staff. Lots of people say things that I can't repeat here on an E-rated show. That gets people flagged right away. That's not limited just to 2K or how we operate. That applies to almost any company that out there that's looking to work with community members. And what we're saying here also applies beyond logos too, by the way. So people sometimes ask me and Stacks and Zaro, they're like, how do you pick who goes to community day or play tests or early tip-off, things that we did this past year recently. Right. And it's not the exact same for each, but underlying it all is what I just mentioned. We want to work with people who are professional and that we can work with. So if you're listening, or if you're a fan of somebody who would be interested in this, share this with them. Whether it's NBA 2K, whatever else, reach out. There's way more of you than there are of us. So if somebody comes to me, I can tell their truth.
All right, so what he was saying is pretty much, man, like I said, I can get with a lot of what he's saying. One thing I will say is this, that one thing that we do have to understand, because people love to look at how good the game, how well the game is doing by viewership and stuff like that. I would tell you that the overwhelming majority of the people that play this game, bro, they don't watch videos. They're not on Twitter. They're not on Instagram. They're not on nothing. Most guys that I know that play this game really are just, they not looking for now. We're a very small percentage of the community. Most of the guys, like I guarantee if I go in some of these games in the theater and just different places and ask them, hey man, y'all be on YouTube? Nah, man, I don't be on that stuff, man. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I be working, I'm taking care of my family. I'm in them streets, you know what I'm saying? I be running the streets. I'm going to play pool. I'm going out, stuff like that. So we know that the overwhelming majority of people that play this game are not online. So that's why I always makes me like, it always makes me scratch my head when people try to look at it and be like, hey, well, this is not, this is an indicator, because the viewership on Twitch, that has no indication of how the game is. 2K could care less about the viewership on Twitch. The only thing they care about is people playing the game and this concurrent viewers that they can sell to the advertisers, and then they care about who's spending that young V sizzle. And a lot of people are doing that regardless of if we believe it is or not. But again, the people on Twitch are no indication. The Twitter spaces, all that stuff, you have nothing to do with it. It's millions of people playing the game, and millions of them are not doing anything. So that's just number one. That's out of the way. Number two, like I said, like T said, if you look at the Facebook numbers, the game is doing incredible, because it's really an older crowd, a more experienced crowd that enjoys this game, and that's the majority of people that do. And just like All City Big Hex said, like we like the way that the game is going toward the realistic way, but people just want to find some glitch, and it's not, they don't want cheese to be in the game. They want it to be some cheese that's difficult to do, so they're the only ones that can do it. So I'm the only one that can do the cheese, and then you can't do it, so that makes me better than you. But hey, that just is what it is. I digress. The other half of it is, like he said, we want to work with people that are professional. Bro, come on, man, that's cap. Hey, come on, do I gotta stop the cap right here? I think this is it.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
But then again, it could be that definition of professionals. A lot of the people that they work with are some of the least professional individuals I've ever seen in my life. But then again, it could just be, but then I can't tell you what your definition of professional is. So that just is what it is. Again, And then at the same time, then last but not least, what he said, the way that they feel ain't the way the community feel, man. The community feel like nobody should be shooting. I'm telling you, the overwhelming majority of the community feels like nobody should be shooting 70%. They feel like the max that anybody should be shooting is around 50, 60% max. And that's on a great, and that's from game to game. That's not overall. And so a lot of people are happy that you can't shoot no more than about 40% from three if you're okay. And then if you're really good or really decent, you can shoot in the 60s. 63 maybe might be the highest or something like that. But a lot of guys that take a lot of shots, they're gonna shoot 48%. So like, let's say somebody like Quavo, I think Quavo shoot like 48, 50%, but we know that that's game to game. If you leave him open, it's cash. He's shooting almost 100%, right? But because of the type of shots that he takes, the quick stops, to this, to that, and then the game is just going to make you miss. So it'll be one game, he might go 5 for 5 games in a row. Then the game is going to even it out and make him go 1 for 10. It's gonna even it out. So like that's just how that goes. But a lot of people are cool with that because that means that it makes it a more competitive game and it's not just 3-point spam and fest. That's how some people feel about the game. And I think that for some reason that makes this game way more popular. The really good players can shoot it. And then, you know, the guys that can't shoot it, they're gonna be around 40%. So it's not like, you know, they're gonna put it on regular, regular risk. They're gonna shoot around 40% and they're gonna be cool with that, and they'll be able to somewhat keep pace, because if you're having a bad game that game, they're gonna beat you. But at the same time, like I said, man, most people that play this game are not on here. Like I said, that's the left right cheese right there. A lot of people not on this, they're not on nothing. Only thing they own is whatever they own, so they really don't care about this stuff that a lot of people are talking about. But like I said, man, what he's saying, yeah, we're just going to give it to whomever we want to. We're going to throw some jargon out there and make you guys be like, okay, it's there's nothing objective about how they choose it. It's all subjective. And when we say that, that means that it's up to them. It's up to them, because they can say, well, Jay, you're not professional enough. They could just say that. It's just like when you get into a discussion with your girl, she's going to use a bunch of stuff that's objective. She's not going to use anything that's subjective. So she's going to say, I feel like this. It makes me feel like that, because it's something that you can't dispute, right? So it's the same thing with this. They're going to use a bunch of subjective statements so that nobody can call them out on anything, because they could just say he's not professional enough, or, you know, what have you, like that. They're not going to say just, we just don't like him. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how that goes, man. They're going to use subjective arguments so that nobody can argue with them, because I can't argue that I am professional enough, if that makes sense. But it really don't make me no difference. I know, hey, I ain't never getting none of this stuff, man. Y'all already know how I be coming on this stuff. Even though I like the game, I'm still gonna tell you when there are things that are, because I like the game doesn't mean that there are not things that happen that just make me just go mad. That doesn't mean that. It just means that I can play it because I don't play it a whole lot. But if I were some of the guys that play this joint a ton, I'll be pulling my hair out too, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section, man. Is it cap, or is he telling the truth? I mean, I think he's telling the truth, but it's just one of those things where you fix the parameters so that you're not lying. So it'd be like, so they'd be like, you weren't doing this. Like you be at work and they'd be like, you wasn't late. I said, I wasn't late because I clocked in the parking lot. So you know what I'm saying? Y'all understand what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all think down in the comments. I'll holler at y'all next time. Till next time. It's your boy Jay Easy, aka Fresh from the Barbershop, BK the People's Champ.
Godspeed.